All right, this is just a test of my audio. I tried to do a live stream this morning and it didn't go well. Apparently my microphone setup was not working as hoped. I just added a little adapter to the mix here, and my adapter allegedly allows me to have my power and my microphone plugged in at the same time. So, if anybody has any questions, I'll answer them, but I'm just doing a sound check. Now, this is what it sounds like when I'm using the adapter, and I'm going to unplug this and then plug in the microphone directly. Does it sound like it's just room audio from the iPad, or does it sound like it's actually directed from my microphone? If I tap my microphone, can you hear it? So why would this be working, but it didn't work this morning? How about the volume? Is the volume good? You know, one of the things that I've been wondering, and this is just conspiracy theory thinking. Oh, you can hear the tapping? Okay, so I guess the microphone's working. If there's anybody who watched my live stream that I aborted this morning, let me know if this sounds appreciably better, because here's the problem. I didn't change anything. All I did was restart it. So that shouldn't have helped. It's not like rebooting. It shouldn't have made any difference. Maybe you'll believe us next time. Why would I believe you if you're not even telling me the same stuff? Because somebody says it sounds the same, somebody says it's better. Sounded hollow this morning, but now it's natural. Yeah, so here's the question. Suppose you wanted to decrease someone's message. Now, I asked my assistant if the audio is bad, and so I have a confirmation that the audio is bad. Apparently, it is a troll thing to tell people that their audio is bad, but I've heard it from enough people that I know personally who told me offline that I know it to be true. So I ask you this. Would there ever be let's say you were a hacker and you worked for an intelligence agency, or you just worked for somebody who had an interest, and you broke into YouTube. I'm not saying this happened, I'm just saying, could this happen in the real world? Could you put a little hack into a system where you could, as the hacker, control somebody else's volume and make it distorted? Because imagine what that would do to somebody's followership. If every time they said something you don't like, but not every time, only if the topic is a certain topic, you just get in there and go, I'll just make that audio go down and down and down until people just turn it off. Now, if you're asking me, and I know you're thinking it, am I saying that that's what happened? I doubt it. Because anything that sounds that sort of perfect, you can usually rule out just because the world doesn't work that way. Things are never that clean. If you were going to if you're going to write a movie, perhaps that would be a good script. And it's totally technically feasible, right? Everything I said is 100% feasible, because we know any system can be hacked. No matter how good the security is in the system, you could always bribe an insider. So there's nothing that would stop an insider from any system from doing something bad if they were bribed. So there's no such thing as a secure system as long as there's a human being who has access to it, and that human being has family members and ways they could be blackmailed. So ultimately everything is hackable either directly or through a human being who's an insider. Given that everything's hackable, how hard would it be for a hacker to get control over an individual YouTube account, or Rumble, or any other system? So it doesn't have to be about YouTube, right? How hard would it be? Once you're in, right? I mean, I suppose You'd have to be in the right part. But once you got in the right part, which can't be ruled out, what would be a good way to suppress somebody's voice? I would do it exactly this way. I would just ruin the sound, and then people would think that they made their own choice not to watch. And then they would get trained not to watch because they'd think, that's the one with the bad sound every time. I don't want to watch that one. So I'm going to do one more thing. This is just a test. I'm going to pull my microphone for a moment. Hold on. Well, let's try it without the microphone. I think without the microphone, you should hear a sort of an echoey barrel room sound. So that's probably what it sounds like right now. Now, let me plug in the microphone directly. Should be the best sound now, or at least as good as it was before. Oh, is this the best by far? Better even than when I first started? I don't know. You know, I suppose I could have done a non-public live stream because that's one of the options, and then just play it back myself and see what the sound sounds like. But this seemed like more fun. Oh, okay, good. All right, that is all I needed to check. And yeah, this one is not going to be full of content. I'm just checking the sound. All right, that's all I got. I'll talk to you in the morning.